Hi, I'm Ken Krell. Speakers, authors, coaches, thought leaders come to me to discover how they can take their current position and turn it into high-powered, high-profit, transformational digital events. I can do the same for you too. You're about to watch an excerpt of one of our online events that I think you may find very powerful. After that, I'll meet you and we'll talk about it.
There's some people where, I'll have, audits, like social media audits on the phone. And I'm just like, how did you come up with this, content campaign? Or, how did you decide to post this? And they're like, oh, well, I was just kind of thinking one day. And I'm like, oh no, like, that's focus group of one content. And the focus group of one content means you actually didn't clear it through anybody. You didn't check in with your community. It's like almost like having a partner, and checking in and being like, am I right in this assumption? Or, hey, I'm feeling this, or I'm thinking this, checking back in and creating, like I said, those feedback loops with your community so that they feel like, they do have a say. That's really what creates fanatical community members, is them feeling like, hey, this community leader is aware of, the people that we want access to. They're aware of, who we are as a people. When we go to collaborate with somebody, we are intentionally thinking, is this person that I'm introducing to my community, do they demonstrate our core values? Or if they brought in their community into our community, would they even get along, or are they going to fight? And there's all of these, things that you can't just bring on, unless that's the type of show or that's the type of community you have, like very polarizing. You don't care about, like, harmony within your community. It's just like, it's just a kind of like a wild, thing. But most people, when they think of their communities, they don't want trolls in their comment section. They're not looking for, they're looking for, they want their community to get along. And there are some people that aren't aware of, like, why they have trolls, in their community. And oftentimes it goes back to, oh, you collaborated with these people. Those people fundamentally go against what your community believes in. So you created this thing that now you have to fix through, either addressing it or, reiterating your core values to your community. Like, there's ways to create that harmony. But like I said, it's going back to, are you aware as, a community leader of what are your community's values? So that you can kind of like reharmonize and bring everyone together. Because one thing that people will mention about the communities that I'm working with is they're like, wow, they're like, you receive hundreds of comments every single time you post. Sometimes thousands of comments on Instagram and on different social media channels. And even in our Facebook groups, hundreds of comments. They're like, how do you do that? And it's like, you have to, like I said, when you think about collaborating with people, I'll give you an example of a collaboration we did because of the pandemic. After the pandemic, a lot of the aquariums shut down, right? And a lot of schools closed down. And so I was thinking, okay, I asked my community, hey, what's life like? What do you like? What do you guys need help with? What's going on? Just checking in with them. And a lot of them had kids at home. And so I thought, oh, it'd be really cool if we could create like this activity for them. So I reached out to this Disney animator, Brian Kessinger, who has this book series called, how to, I think it's like How to Dress Your Octopus, or it's like this really funny, he has these books where he has this character that's an octopus. So I reached out to him and I said, hey, would there be any way that we could collaborate and create like this live series where you teach our members how to draw an octopus? And, we could do a giveaway, and we just kind of co-created this campaign together. And we had, thousands of people watch, and hundreds of people sent in their drawings of an octopus. And it was just a fun campaign to kind of get everyone involved. But the reason, when I look at what Brian stands for, he's the youngest, animator ever to be hired at Disney. He has a track record of just, being a great guy, showing up for his community, being inspirational, always showing up on live for hours and giving, animators that kind of want to learn from him, his time and attention. And so when I look at that collaboration, what happened is that introduced a ton of people that are really great people into Octonation. And it served to strengthen our community affinity, strengthen, bring in a lot of talent and a lot of artists and a lot of really cool, interesting, fun people. And right now they're growing the nation in the sense where they're creating all this sort of content and it's getting shared out from our community, and it's just a really cool way. So when it comes to collaboration and community leaders, when you're looking to expand your reach outside of your community, you really have to think, who does your community want access to? What problems are they having right now? Another thing that I say is community leaders, they understand that they don't need to be 100% responsible for the transformation of their community. They should go find other people that are really great at what they do. Like I'm not going to, like, I could have done the how to draw an octopus by myself and learned how to draw an octopus and been like, okay guys, I'm going to learn how to do this so I can teach you. But why do that when I could, build my community through somebody else? And like I said, just do all that. So oftentimes when I see talking head community leaders that kind of like are hesitant to collaborate, I'm just thinking you're missing out on a great opportunity to make people think and say, wow, I don't need to lead this community because it seems like this person is bringing everybody in, almost like, you being the Netflix of your given niche. So like with Octonation, we have, some of the world's best artists, underwater photographers, researchers, scientists. We curate them. And we definitively have the best place to go to online if you're looking to learn about this animal or be inspired by the art, or all of those different things. So how do you create that? It's by understanding, okay, who do we need to collaborate? Who strategically do we need to reach out to? What sort of content do we need to have? And then delivering it and being that place that people go to.
So that's one short taste of how you can use the power of digital events to help people transform their lives and find a new way to live. Want to learn how you can put it to use in your own business? Well, stick with me for the Digital Events Essentials Plan. It's called DEEP. It'll take you through how you can plan, produce, and profit from your own online events. It's pretty great, it's pretty free, and I think you'll like it pretty much. So come join me. Click the link either in the description below or somewhere on this video itself, and we'll take you over there. It's completely free. I think you're going to love it, and it will give you the plan you need to plan, produce, and profit from your own digital events.